Greatest of all time. Your life should be designed for you to want to become the greatest at whatever it is you want to do. And I don't care what it is that you want to do, what it is you want to accomplish, but you should want to be the greatest at whatever it is that you want for yourself in your life. And I'm around so many people that tell me that they want to be the best. They want to be the best. But they won't make any sacrifices in order for them to become great. You ask the average person, you say, hey man, do you want to become great? They're going to tell you, yeah, I want to be the best. I say, you sure you want to be the best? Yes, I want to be the best. You ask them a simple question. What sacrifices are you making for you to become the greatest? They'll get quiet on you. They won't say anything to you. And so many people don't understand how much hard work and dedication it takes for you to become the greatest at something. See, in order for you to become the greatest at something, that's not something that happens in a year or two. That's not something that happens in 5 years. That's not something that happens in 10 years. That's in 20 years or better type stuff. Because it takes so much experience, trials, tribulations, in order for you to reach that greatness. And the average person, they're not used to dealing with any type of adversity. But you keep saying that how great you want to become. You keep wondering why your dreams don't become true. The number one reason why your dreams don't come true is because you get out before it's time for it to happen. You're right there close to your dreams coming true. You might be 2-3 years away and you quit right before it's time. I remember when I first became a barber, I struggled big time. And my dad and my mom would pick me up because there were days where I really thought about quitting. And I'm not a quitter. I'm not the type of person to quit. I really thought about quitting. And my dad kept telling me, you're expecting this stuff to happen that fast? It's going to take time. You have to keep going and going and going. At first, I didn't understand it. But I trusted what my pops was telling me. And I kept fighting. And before I knew it, it started turning around for me. It started coming up. Now, I'm not where I want to be fully, but I've grown so much as a barber, and I've grown and gotten a whole bunch of more clients since way back then. But the catch is I had to face that adversity. Most people want to become great and they never want to face any kind of adversity. They start a clothing line. If it don't pop in 2 months, they quit it. They start a restaurant. If it doesn't work in 90 days, they quit it. They get married. If it doesn't work in 6 months, they quit it. Most people quit before they even give it time to fully blossom. That's the biggest problem. See, you got to give things time. The first thing we got to understand is to get out of your comfort zone. Most people spend their entire life in this comfort zone. They want to do it one way. They want to do it their way. But when your way's not working right and you're not getting the results you want, you have to try something different. You're not getting the results you want. So you will be a fool to keep doing it the exact same way. Get out of your comfort zone and try something new. Take risks and fail. Most people won't become great because they're scared to take a risk. They're scared to try. They're scared to put themselves in some real competition. Give you an example. Let's say you have a boy, little kid that plays, let's say he plays baseball, right? Let's say he's 7 years old. Let him play against 8, 9-year-olds. See what he do. Let him face some adversity. See, what you do when you face adversity tells me everything I need to know about you. Everything I need to know about you. That's in everything. See, when everything's going great, that doesn't tell me what I need to know about you or anybody. What happens when things don't go right? That's when I get to find out the true you. See, most people, they can smile when they have no financial issues. But who are you when those financial issues happen? They can be happily married for 20 years. But what happens when in 21st year there's problems? They could be going toward their goals and dreams, but what happens when there's a little bit of adversity? Now I get to see who you truly are. And see, a lot of times what people do, they'll force their kids to do something. See, what I think you should do, force them by putting them in adverse situations. Put them in a tough environment, a tough situation to see how they navigate on their own. If they fail at that, show them the way. Once they fail, but allow them to fail. The biggest lesson that I learned in my life is to face adversity and accept failure. Most people can't be the greatest because they can't accept failure. So what happens is, if their business is not doing well, they can't look in the mirror to tell themselves, I failed right there. Because I understand I failed, I have to try something new. So what they'll do, they'll keep trying it the same way. They won't admit the failure, so they won't get a new result. But once you're willing and able to accept the failure, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get better results. See, in order for you to become great at something, it takes a combination of talent, dedication, and hard work. You keep saying, this goes to the youngster. There's some little kid gonna watch this video. They might want to be the best basketball player, the best football player, right? But what hard work are you willing to do? What are you willing to do outside of practice? See, practice won't produce the results you fully want. Practice will help the team get well. Practice doesn't help individuals grow. See, you need additional training for you to become great. See, if I do the same thing everyone else does, you know what that makes me? Average. If I do the same thing everyone else does, that makes me average. So if I'm a barber, right? And I go to work and I work, let's say 8 hours, I go home. I never get out and pass a business card out. I never promote myself. And I say, well, I'm a good barber. I'm average. I'm doing nothing extraordinary. Nothing. But if I want to be the best, the GOAT, I got to go above and beyond. You look at Jerry Rice. He considered the greatest wide receiver of all time. Some people consider him the greatest football player of all time. Think about his off season, how much hard work he put in. They say he used to run up this huge hill in California, this huge hill. He was in tip-top shape. He played into his 40s, wide receiver. Not quarterback, wide receiver. And produced. He wasn't average. He wasn't average. You look at Tom Brady. Tom Brady, in his career, played into his mid-40s. His workout regimen was ridiculous. He didn't do what everyone else did. He went above and beyond. You keep telling yourself you want to be great, but you do average things. You're an average individual. You do the same thing your neighbor do. You on a football team, you do the same thing the other football players do. You do the same thing the other basketball players on your team do. But you keep saying you're great. You're not great. You're average. But most people will never tell these people the truth. So what happened is these people are average, but they go around telling themselves I'm great. But one thing about life that I love, results never lie. You keep telling yourself you're great, but when you on that basketball court, are you above and beyond the other players? Or do you fit in with the other players? If you start your own business, are you above and beyond, or do you fit in with all the other business owners that's going to quit within the first 2 to 3 years? But you keep telling yourself you're great. Give 100% effort at whatever it is you choose to do. You want to be the greatest at what you do? Give 100% effort. 100% effort. Put your all into it. Stop being scared to fail. You have the ability to accomplish what you want to accomplish if you're willing to put your all into it. Stay consistent until you get your breakthrough. If you know me, one of the first things I always hashtag is most consistent. Because I understand I got to stay consistent in order for me to accomplish my goals and my dreams. Do it look good right now? Might not look good, but I'm consistent. Am I getting the results I want to get right now? Might not be getting them right now, but I got to stay consistent. I got to keep fighting, got to keep fighting, got to keep fighting. You have the opportunity to become great. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. A lot of times we fail because we stop, because we won't stay consistent. You promised yourself you was going to win, so win. You got it in you. You got what you need. Keep fighting. Embrace your fears. Embrace your fear. Most people, when they look deep down inside, they fear failure. Most people fear failure. Once you're able to get over that hump, your life will dramatically change. Once you're able to get over that one hump, fearing failure. Everybody, I don't care who you are, has had that fear at some point in time in your life. Some people you might not remember. Some people you do remember. Most people still have it. You so fearful, but you're worried about what someone else gonna say about you trying and not failing. But the only person that will have something to say about you failing is a loser. Because winners understand the process. Winners understand the sacrifice. Winners understand the determination. If you've accomplished something, I promise you failed at it. If you're the GOAT at something, I promise you failed before. There's no one you will ever see that's a GOAT that hadn't failed. Michael Jordan failed. LeBron James failed. Kobe Bryant failed. Jerry Rice failed. Joe Montana failed. Wayne Gretzky failed. Deion Sanders failed. Bo Jackson failed. Sid Crosby failed. Carl Ripken failed. It's a part of being great. Floyd Mayweather failed. And if you're going to ask me, how did Floyd Mayweather fail when he fought in the Olympics? He didn't win the Olympics. They have a video of him crying. Everyone has failed. That's great. Muhammad Ali failed. Everyone that's great has failed. So get over your fear of failure. It's a part of life. You're not going to always win. I don't care what your mama told you. You're going to lose. And what happens when you lose will determine who you become. That's the biggest lesson I can tell any child or any adult. What you do when you lose will determine who you become. What you do when you lose will determine who you become. Because everyone has lost. Everyone has suffered, no matter what social media tells you. But what do you do after you fail? What do you do after you face adversity? Do you get up, wipe yourself off, or do you sit there and cry? Because when your baby sit there and cry, when your baby fall and they cry, you tell them to get up. But you won't get up in your own life and you're a grown-up. Your business failed and you won't get up and try again. You won't get up and wipe off and keep going. But you're telling your kid to go back. Hey, get back up and take our run. When they fall while they ran. Let that sink in. You expect more of a child than you expect of yourself. When your child fails, you tell them get up and keep going. But in your own personal life, you won't keep going. But you want to be the best. But you fear failing. You'll never become it till you get over that biggest fear. Suffer through the beginning. It's going to be hard. When you first trying anything or trying to do something or trying to become great, you're going to fail. Suffer through it. Sacrifice your time. Sacrifice fun. Sacrifice trips to become great. Most people never become great because they don't want to sacrifice anything. What if I told you you can accomplish what you want to accomplish, but you got to spend, let's say, 2 to 3 years, no fun? Are you willing to pay that cost? Most people not. Most people won't. Most people can't go a year without taking a trip, but they keep saying they want to be great. Most people can't go a year without going on a trip, but they say they want to be great. You can't do everything. While you partying, what you think your competition doing? While you partying, what you think your competition is doing? Your competition grinding. Your competition watching you. They watching your every move. And they're studying and mastering their craft. They're working to become great while you playing around. What you think going on? I know that's what I do. I pay attention to my competition. I pay attention to the other business owners. I pay attention to everybody. I'm looking at, okay, they're not quite putting the hard work in. All I got to do is just keep on grinding. Just keep on working. Just keep on working. Keep on working. You'll catch up. Trust me, Sidney. You'll catch up. I see it. Because I know they don't want it. They say they want it, but they don't want it. But I want it. And if you great at something and you in my lane, understand something. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. And this is something else I want to tell you. I know a lot of y'all watching me, coming for me. A lot of people see me as a barber, you're coming for me. You see me doing speeches, you're coming for me. You see things I do outside of what you can see or don't see, I see a lot of you still coming for me. I'm prepared, I'm ready. That's why I keep grinding. That's why I won't let off the gas. I won't. Every second of your day, think about whatever it is you're doing. Is this contributing towards your goals and dreams, or is it taking away from it? You know you want to be great. So your lifestyle should be about things that can allow you and help you to become great. So if it's something you're doing that can't help you become great, stop doing it. Put your all into your craft. If you put your all into your craft, at some point in time, your dreams will become true. My name is Sidney Combs, and I'm a young entrepreneur from Shreveport, Louisiana with $1 and a dream. I appreciate everyone for giving me the opportunity, checking out the video. Thank you. I'm out.